Captain Peter Cutsey, South Korea, sitting in a Boeing 737NG at the holding point to runway 36 left in Busan. Let's take the engine sound away and let's continue talking about what Latlong Global can do for you, whether you be an airline or an individual pilot wanting a more efficient way to refresh yourself prior to your flight training. I'm Captain Peter Cutsey. I run a company called Latlong Global, and what this video is entitled is Deja Vu. Something that we're going to look at in the future, but is here and ready to be implemented into real flight training. I'm sitting at a station, one of many that we have in our Songdo Flight Academy. Let's give a little tour. In this particular video, we'll have a look at monitor 104, a flight plan generated for a flight using today's conditions in South Korea at Busan International Airport. We have a PowerPoint created by Latlong Global to help those studying and preparing for a type rating or recurrent training or refresher, all organized in accordance with the manufacturer's items, current items, but updated and viewed in an easier presentation. We're looking at Boeing 737 NG. We have similar PowerPoints for the Boeing 738 MAX and also the Boeing 767-300ER series in this format with the menu system to lead you through. Color-coded captain, first officer in blue, pilot flying in purple, pilot monitoring in green. These are standard through the hundreds of PowerPoints that reflect and mirror the manufacturer's manuals, namely FCOM, FCTM, and QRH as far as the Boeing company is concerned. And we're also getting ready with the Boeing 787 series aircraft and the Boeing 777, Airbus Neo, 320 Neo. All of these airplanes will be available in our training center shortly. Right now we carry strictly a Boeing fleet of NG and MAX and 767-300ER. So that's what the PowerPoint is about, and that's what the lessons include. And on this monitor is the iOS station for the instructor to utilize. That's our position, and you'll see it on monitor 2 in real time shortly. The upper display unit, lower display unit, and the EFB, electronic flight bag, from which the instructor can maneuver and navigate through the lesson plan. All right, so this is just an overview video. Let's go to monitor 2, and we're actually sitting in the 737NG at the holding point to runway 36 left in Busan. this is the engine sound. We'll take it off, but all the sounds are real. Incidentally, the simulator used by Latlong Global is FAA approved for flight training. Very important. Here is a little timer, and whoops, we forgot to start it, just to give us an idea. That's a counting up, and there's also a countdown timer for certain lessons that you would be using. And having said that, let's go back to the first monitor, and let's go to that PowerPoint that we started, and let's go to 30 minutes to pushback. So in this case, we have slides, 2 of them, with all the procedures that are required and how long it really should take and how long you're going to take, the accumulated time. For instance, at the end of the established electrical power, ground power, you should be 1 minute and 5 seconds into the maneuver. That's where the countdown timer or count up timer is of great advantage when using this kind of training. So let's go back to monitor 2 and have a look at that. We've got the primary flight display, and below it we have a mirror of the FMC CDU. So any changes being made in monitor 3 would be reflected here in monitor 2. Then actually moving on to monitor number 3, we have a workable CDU. We have the airport chart for Busan. The aircraft symbol is here, that's us. The magenta triangle. And on the right side of the screen is our position on the departure chart. All these charts are Jeppesen and up to date. Let's slip over to monitor 4, our actual route coverage and planned route here. This is actual traffic for today, which is the 13th of December 2025, and the local time here in South Korea is 1647. That's the actual weather that you can see on the chart. To the right of that is the approach that we're going to plan to make at Gimpo. This flight is a short flight from Busan to Gimpo. This is the planned ILS for runway 32 left. And on the right side is the ground airport chart for Gimpo. So why am I showing you this in video 1? It's all about time management. How instructors manage time is so important that they have everything organized, and in this way this kind of operating station will allow that. What we are doing now is being recorded, and the recording would be available to the client or the student for review prior to the real session. So this is just an overview of what Latlong Global are presenting to airlines worldwide, starting with airlines in South Korea. Time saver, money saver, more efficient, cost savings. IPT, normally 5 sessions with 2 or 3 pilots at a time and 1 instructor, costs so much per hour. Then the fixed base training, which is at least 5 sessions and could be more in some cases. Here again, costly to pay instructors a certain amount per hour. Those 2 flight training portions, as far as cost is concerned, Latlong Global can cut it in half and be more effective and have all the information the way you see it already in this video for review, so that the client going into the real simulator for training will be well prepared and will pass with flying colors. Captain Peter Cutsey, South Korea. Part 1, Deja Vu. See you in Part 2.